Hey guys, welcome back. Uh, so I have a quick update. My previous 2-3 days have been extremely weird and funny. But firstly, I'd like to thank everybody. The video that I had uploaded 2 days back was extremely uh, negative, according to a lot of people. But as I saw and as I understood I was a bit disheartened, and I can understand people getting scared. Don't worry, I'm not that scared. I do appreciate the doctors helping us out, and I am taking it with the hope and will that I'll be coming out of it. So don't worry about that. I am convinced that I'll be out and I'll be back. Secondly, these 3 days, as I said, have been funny because I knew my mom will go towards him, and my mom has always gone towards him whenever she's come into a problem. She believes that he will help us out. She has more faith in him than anybody else. So as soon as I entered his home, he was just there sitting, like he's sitting on a throne types. I couldn't resist myself, so obviously I had this dialogue saying "Kuch to baat ho, hi." Yeah, Bollywood alert. If y'all don't understand whom am I talking about, I'm talking about, we went to Dagdushet, Pune. It's a huge temple of Ganesha, and my mom started almost breaking down, and I was like, let's leave. I don't want to see you break in front of me, or else I'll break. And there's a complete possibility if they break, I'll break. So as soon as that happened, and as soon as we came out of that, the temple next to it is actually Shiva's temple. And once I reached Shiva's temple, I had the funniest conversation inside my head. I'm a funny man that way. The funniest conversation inside my head. You behead your child and then you say to save his life, bring me anybody's head, and you give him elephant's head. But that doesn't matter because you still love your child, don't you? So after this operation, I might be back with a lot of scars, but that love is not going to go down, and that is what matters. So the moral of the story is, it won't matter. I will be extremely bored, but there will still be the same positivity around me. Secondly, after I've uploaded the video, I have gotten a number of texts, a number of phone calls, a number of concerned souls around me, and a number of comments on the video, on my video as well as Jaby's video. I'd like to say thank you. Firstly, it was extremely overwhelming, and I saw Jaby was about to lose control, and I'd like to thank Jaby in this video. I did not talk about him in the previous video because I did mention it in the description box, but I want to take it out in a way that people feel I'm trying to put something else in or go under the name of somebody else at that moment. But Jaby has openly talked about me, so I've got to talk about him. He has inspired me to do videos as actively as he does. There was a time when I used to think about scripts, but I never made them. I wanted to make scripts, but I was not sure if I should or not. But certain videos of his, he used to talk about quirkiness. It's cool to be quirky, it's fine. It's cool to be making mistakes until unless you know you're making them. So I grew as a person and as a filmmaker with his channel. So I was extremely inspired by his videos. So thank you, Jaby, for doing what you do. And after I've come here, I think I'm less on a medical trip. I'm more on a spiritual journey. That is because we went to people who we consider as spiritual gurus, and one man just saw it, looked at me and was like, I can see you have certain issues here, that there is a tumor here. So he's like, don't worry, you will be fine. And funny, my parents have more faith on that than on the doctors. That is funny for me because I have more faith on the doctors, and that's how it is. But anyway, anything that calms them down and gives them confidence, so I don't mind going there. So the spiritual guru was like, it's all karmic and it's all karma. Like, fine. He tells us to go towards a cowshed and clean the cowshed for a day, and that will give us good karma before you go into the operation. And my operation was tomorrow, so I did that today. All of us went to a cowshed. We cleaned the cow dung. We cleaned the entire bed, as in the entire floor. The entire floor was specially made green for us, and we had to clean it. The first time we cleaned it, it was brown. The second time we cleaned it, it became grey. There were like 3 layers of poop, to put it bluntly. I am not a subtle man. After we did that, we had to go the other side and do the same thing. So we did it twice. But it was fun actually. It's fun to get your hands dirty at a point. It was a fun experience. It's not that I've done this before. It's the first time I was doing it. My friends, I've seen them do it before. And people who've come from villages, they do this like almost every day in India. People don't know. People in cities won't know about this, about Gaushala, and about why to do these things. In Hinduism, we consider cows are gods and goddesses. So if you do stuff for them, you get a lot of good karma on your book, on your life. That is the reason we had to do that. So once we are done, we'll be going tomorrow again to do the same thing all over again. Also, in the midst of everything, I realized I can't really joke anymore because whatever I joke, people just take me a bit too seriously. Like, especially any dark human jokes. Like, if people are like, why don't you go and die? And I'm like, do you really want me to? And there is awkward silence. Oh my god, the awkward silence. That's gold. Guys, this has never happened. One of my jokes hurt people. That's never happened. My jokes are usually taken as lame. They are not taken as lame anymore. They're taken as deadly. Alright. I'm just kidding. And there were awkward situations because of these random drive over that I have. And when I can, I'll do that. So I hope you'll stick around for that, because it will be a very funny video. I can assure you that. If my hair is going to be cut out, cut out, and I'll be bald, and I'll have a scar. I'll have a beautiful scar, a manly scar. I already have a scar, but it's not a scar kind of a scar according to people. They don't notice it at the first go. So I'll have a scar, I'll be bald, and I hope to meet you all very soon. I'm positive about this, and I think I've said almost everything that I wanted to. In the previous video, I was kind of. Uh, in this video, I know in the 3 days of posting the video, I know that there are, if not tens of people or thousands, if not thousands of people, there are around hundreds of people who care about me and who want to see me come out of this successfully. So that positivity around me is giving me more will. So thank you everybody who's called, texted, uh, prayed, is praying, and commented. Your positivity does help. Thank you everybody, and I hope to see you all very soon. Peace.